Subject English. Topic Bedtime. Standard 3rd. Hello student, I am Meera Singh and today we are going to learn an interesting poem. So let's begin. Student, before starting the poem, I would like to ask you a few questions. So my first question is, when do you have your breakfast? Tell me student, when you are having your breakfast? Yes, correct. Children, I know that we have our breakfast in the morning. My next question is, when do you have your dinner? Yes, give me the answer student. Correct. We have our dinner at night. My next question is, what should we do after dinner? Tell me student, what we have to do after dinner? Yes, correct student. But student, after dinner, you don't have to go to bed directly, because after dinner you have to wait for 1 or 2 hours. Okay, before going to sleep, and then we have to go to sleep because it's a bedtime. So let's start student. Lesson number 37, Bedtime. So student, first I am going to recite the poem and you have to listen it carefully. Okay. So lesson number 37, Bedtime. The evening is coming. The sun sinks to rest. The rooks are all flying straight home to the nest. Cow, says the rook as he flies overhead. It's time, little people, we're going to bed. The butterfly drowsy has folded its wing. The bees are returning, no more the birds sing. Their labor is over, their nestling are fed. It's time, little people, we're going to bed. Good night, little people, good night and good night. Sweet dreams to your eyelids till dawning of light. The evening has come, there's no more to be said. It's time, little people, we're going to bed. So student, now I am going to explain you the poem. So the first one is, the evening is coming, the sun sinks to rest. Student, the sun sets in the evening, and here evening it will be around about 6 or 6:30. At that time the sun sets, and student, sunsets means the sun is going down to take rest. The rooks are all flying straight home to the nest. Student, here rook means, rook is a kind of a bird. And now the rooks are returning home to take rest. After a day's hard work, they are returning to their nest. Cow, says the rook as he flies overhead. It's time, little people, we're going to bed. So student, here all the rooks are flying overhead. Overhead means they are flying over our roofs, over our houses. They have to cross the distance to go to their nest. So now it is suggested that little people at that time are tired and they must go to bed. Student, here little people means little children. The butterfly, drowsy, has folded its wing. So student, the butterflies, they are also doing hard work. And now the butterfly want to take rest after a day's hard work. So children, now on the screen you can see that the butterflies are waiting to fold their wings because
they are feeling drowsy. Drowsy means they are feeling sleepy and they are tired and now they want to sleep. The bees are returning. No more the birds sing. Now student, tell me, how does the bee work? Yes, the bee collect the nectar and pollen from the flower. So, it is time for the bee to return to its hive. Hive means a dome-shaped or box-like structure in which the bee are staying. The hive is their house. Have you understood, student? No more the birds sing means the birds are also returning to their nest. They have to stop their singing and their work also. So, it's time for the birds to return to its nest. As you see on the screen, children, the birds are returning home. Their labor is over. Their nestlings are fed. It's time, little people. We're going to bed. Student, their labor is over means the hard work is over now. And now the young of the birds are also need to go to bed. So, the young one are fed by the mother bird. So, it is time for the little children to go to bed. At this time means, children, when the sun is already set. Good night, little people. Good night and good night. Now, the poet wishes little people good night and sweet dream till it is the day again. Sweet dreams to your eyelids till dawning of light. So the poet is saying that it is your eyes that has to be closed. The poet wishes little children good night till the next day when the sun arises. The evening has come. There's no more to be said. It's time, little people. We're going to bed. So now, children, everybody has stopped their activity at that time because they have to go to bed, and poet wishes all of them good night. Now student, let's see the meaning. Rook. Rook means a kind of bird. Now the second one is drowsy. Drowsy means sleepy. Then the third one is labor. Labor means hard work. Then the last one is nestling. Nestlings means young birds that haven't left their nest. Now student, let's see, answer the following questions. So the first one is, which are the characters mentioned in this poem? And the answer is rooks, butterflies, bees, birds and little people are mentioned in this poem. Now the next question is, what does the poet wish the little people? And the answer is, the poet wishes the little people good night and sweet dream. Now student, write what the following characters are doing. So here the name of the characters are given and you have to write what they are doing. So the first one is rooks. Rooks, what the rooks are doing? The rooks are all flying to their nest. Now the second one is butterfly. What butterfly is doing? The butterfly is feeling sleepy and has folded its wing. So student, now the next you have to do on your own. Now student, let's see the next homework. Question number 1. What is your bedtime and who tells you to go to bed?
Now this answer you have to write on your own. Now the next homework is, what are the rhyming words in the poem? Thank you student. Keep learning.